Starting in strip clubs, pole dancing has been associated with eroticism and has been seen as a desperate act for male attention. During the last decade, it has slowly moved into dance and fitness studios. The athleticism of it is usually overlooked because people are more concentrated about how the girl on the pole looks rather than how hard she is working. There is one big difference between stripping and pole dancing. Stripping is for him, while pole dancing is for her.
My name is Megan, and I teach pole dancing at Wellness on the Green. I started pole dancing about 4 years ago. I always wanted to try it, and then my friend finally decided she'd come with me. So we did it together, and then she bailed on me. I kept doing it, and I fell in love with it. I liked how challenging it was and how good of a workout it was, so I decided to stick with it. People's reaction when I pole dance is usually shocked. It's not something they would usually expect to hear. They don't understand the reasoning behind it, or like how good of a workout, or how it makes you bring out your confidence in you when you dance. They don't see that side. The worst reaction I got is when we did a festival on the Green, which is when all the stores on the Green come out and promote their stores. And it was about a couple of us pole dancing, and a woman came up and talked about how we were disgusting, a disgrace, how it felt like she was watching porn. And it didn't really bother us much because we obviously know that what we do isn't stripping, and some people haven't opened their minds to it yet. This year we actually got no bad reactions at it. I feel like a lot of people are more opening up to it, and even the older crowd was a lot more impressed by what we were doing. Last year people were videoing in more of like it's pole dancing. But this year I feel like it was more like, wow, look what they're doing. Like, that's impressive.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and the reason I got into pole dancing at first was because it's really sexy and fun, but I quickly realized that it's really physically demanding and requires a lot of strength, discipline, and stamina. We have to use our entire bodies to do pole tricks. We use our legs, our core, our arms. You also have to work on flexibility to do pole, and if that's not enough, it's also really painful. You get a lot of bruises and burns. You have a lot of aches and pains. A lot of people think of strippers when they think of pole dancing, and even though there's some things that we do that are similar, it's a lot different, but it is difficult all the same. And the strippers that do the tricks and inverts that we do, it's hard work, and you definitely have a lot more respect for some of the women who perform the way they do. People don't realize that this is a sport, and there's even pole competition, so it is competitive, and there's a lot of people that devote their lives to pole dancing.
Many women do channel their sexuality when pole dancing, but others use it as only a workout form.
You can do it.
I can't, I'm falling.
Stretch your arms out.
I can't. They don't move that way.
All right, bring it back.
I'm Hannah, and I'm an instructor here at Wellness on the Green. And I mainly teach the pole fitness class as well as a kind of intro to pole class as well. And I mainly focus on the fitness aspect of the pole, and I know you might have heard it before about how it's such a great workout, and I really emphasize that. So I specifically make sure I tailor my workouts to make sure that you're working on a lot of the muscle groups that you use within pole. We work a lot of arms, a lot of abs, and a lot of legs, because you're going to use it all. You might think you're just spinning, you're just dancing and shaking your butt. It's way harder than that. So in general, a lot of the dances that you'll do are just a big workout alone. We'll create an entire dance, and literally halfway through you're panting, you're on the floor, pretty much ready to die, and that's what you want. That makes it the best kind of workout, because when you're done, you're like, I'm dancing, I'm sexy, look at me. And then you're like, I can't breathe, my muscles hurt, I have bruises everywhere. But you feel at least accomplished, which is what my main goal is. And to make sure that we're able to do a lot of the moves, we do a lot of like upper body pulls, where you then have to flip your entire body upside down. So you have to work on a lot of upper body strength, which you don't really think of as what you would need. So we do a lot of what's called pull-ups, where you literally just take your hands in one spot and pull your entire body up with just your forearms and your biceps, and you have to hold it. And we always start off any of my classes with pull-ups. We do a lot of pull crunches as well. So if you're a beginner, you can stand with the pull to your side, and you have to bring your knees up to your chest. So you're using just your abs to bring your legs up. Or if you're super skilled, you can actually do an invert and sit upside down on the pull and try and touch your toes upside down. So there's a lot that goes into it. You have to stretch a lot, you have to work out a lot, but in the end, you're gonna be completely toned, you're gonna feel great, and you're gonna feel sexy doing it. Since we put a lot of effort in working out to making sure that we're finely toned, that we're able to do the workouts, and you're able to actually do the moves, it's a lot of work. And for years now, they've been trying to get it into the Olympics, and it's been a big push. And they've actually completely changed some of the rules and made everything a whole lot harder to make it more into that physical aspect. Like, you have to be able to do a lot of these actual fitness moves to be able to even get into the thing. It's not just about the dance anymore, it's about the physical aspect of the event to make it more of a sport. It already is a sport, but this way it's shown more as its physical nature rather than just pole dancing.
So in normal women's lives, you don't get to, always act sexy or kind of like let your hair down. And with pole dancing, it gives you an excuse to do that, and it gives women a safe place that they can really let loose and be themselves in a way that's not accepted, at home or in everyday society. So I think that it's really empowering for women, and it's also really healthy in a way that most people don't even know about. A lot of people in society act like sex is forbidden and being sensual and sexual is a negative thing, and it's really not. That's just our particular society's misunderstanding, and we're trying to change that and make women feel more comfortable with being their sensual, sexual self without being inappropriate or subjecting women. This is all about them and themselves as a group and as an individual. It has nothing to do with a man or a man's approval or what they think is sexy. Pole dancing makes me feel good about myself because it's something for me to dedicate my time and energy to that's positive, and it also is a really good release for me. If I'm having a bad day or if I'm frustrated with something, it's nice to have a place that I can come and have fun and also get a really good workout and really escape from everything that's going on in my life in a positive way. My favorite part about pole dancing, I would have to say there's two parts. One is the physical demands of pole dance and how physically strenuous it is. This isn't something that everyone can do. I mean, everybody can try it, but I think it takes a special kind of person to participate in a sport like this because it hurts. And I've always done athletics sports my whole life, and I think that helped prepare me for, the pain of pole dancing. I mean, we're covered in bruises and burns, and it's not always glamorous, but I also really love the dancing part of it. I just love to dance, so it's nice to have a place that I can do that without having to go to the club.
Although it has become more popular, many people still think it is degrading and inappropriate. Though many have opened their minds to this new culture, it will take some time to have the majority on our side.
I'm staring off in the sky. I got a ticket to ride. Come on, let's fly. With you, I'm a believer in truth. It's you I don't wanna lose. You make me feel like I could walk the sometimes I wish upon a star that you come running back to my heart. When galaxies explode in me tonight, I need you by my side. You make me feel like I